this is a family show. You can't be diddling around with that.
Put what away? Says the man with the couch in the background.
We won't talk about the casting couch. All right.
It's pretty weird.
T3 Media.
All right, prepare yourself, guys. Chris, we're talking through the media. Is your home for entertainment news by fans for fans. We are live. It's Thursday. It's we're heading to the weekend real quick. You know, we just had our Wednesday show. It was Hump Day. You know, on Hump Day, I had my show with Sarah, Catherine the Red, and Amy Newman. But tonight, it's time for gentlemen's night. It's guys' night. Men get in free. 18 to get in, 21 to get your drink on. You know what it is. No, you know what? No, screw that. 21 to get in, 18 to get your drink on. Over here talking through the media. We're on live. And first and foremost, we are here with Jameson. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Just hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah, all right. And also, on the casting couch, there he is. You're American with America's ass right there. Captain America is on. What's going on? Daniel Dyer. What's going on, bro?
Oh, nothing. Just having that post-con depression now.
Let me make
closer.
sure. Let me put the mic so close to you, right there. You guys can see my hand right there, like all right, on the casting couch. Teacher Media's casting couch right there.
But
so,
yeah,
how old are you, Daniel?
I am 30. Okay, all right.
30. Okay. And is this your first time ever doing something like this?
Sure.
And he's talking like as he's playing with a baby Yoda doll.
I'm gonna force choke you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, well, you know, choking I'm into, but we'll talk about that later. We're not here to talk about that, guys. We're going to talk about a few things in the world of entertainment news. We'll talk about some movies and whatnot. So real quick, and I know we started late. We're supposed to start around 8 o'clock. But you know, I had some technical difficulties going on. Called, you know, drinking. So I'm sorry for being late. But we're gonna get into some topics real quick. So let's just go right into it, guys, and talk about it. So first and foremost, topic number one, if you guys don't mind indulging with me real quick. So the what was it on? What was it called? It was Skims. Released
Skims.
Yeah, released some footage of Megan Fox and was it Kourtney Kardashian? They did some photo shoots together. You know, having a little fun. Let's talk about it real quick. Megan Fox and Kourtney Kardashian have already cornered the market on iconic double dates with their respective partners. So it only makes sense that they've now teamed up for a jaw-dropping new campaign. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what this campaign is about, but I am all for it. Like, I saw some of the footage of, like, as you can see, of them feeding strawberries to each other. Kourtney Kardashian and Megan Fox.
Who doesn't want to see it?
Who doesn't want to see that? But it's crazy. But guys, did you? I sent you guys the link. Did you?
I read it.
You saw it. What'd you think about? Well, first up, Jameson, real quick. Jameson's on his phone right now, trying to Google it.
I'm
reading it right now.
I'm reading the. I'm trying to remember what the campaign was because you mentioned that. So it's a shapewear brand.
Raising
high.
What
I saw it like high-waisted underwear.
Were they raising money for the homeless?
Like lingerie. maybe what they're wearing.
Like, what are they trying to raise money for?
Like, awareness?
Or they
was
just...
it Megan Fox Awareness Day? What the hell?
Awareness of them in lingerie? Is that what it is?
We're gonna make out.
It says, hold on. It says, so the underwear, what they're wearing is their underwear. It says that they.
Well, they're wearing it. Of course, it's their underwear.
I hope it's their underwear.
I hope it's their underwear.
Well, no, it's their brand. So their whatever their brand is.
Oh, they have a brand.
Yeah, so
I could not tell with the cherry feedings. I could not tell.
Too distracted to even look at the clothing, but apparently the clothing is what they're selling and trying to promote.
Yeah,
but there's food involved.
There's cherries. Though,
cherries,
right?
okay. It's like, oh yeah, but we're trying to
high-waisted bikini underwear.
Yeah, high-waisted bikini.
Well, it's a Kardashian there, so she's so like, I feel like for me that I wanted to feed Megan Fox cherries because it was so hot, so cute.
But yet we're doing it for the underwear.
For the homeless,
Yeah.
you know. I got into my underwear for, you know, the homeless or something or some junk. For me, I feel like for me. That's all I think of when I think of whatever the Kardashians are up to.
Is that what she sounds like? I've only seen clips of that show. So
Never watched an episode. I can honestly say it. Never watched it.
I know one of them sounds like that, kind of.
I feel like for me.
One of them has that real whiny.
Okay, you know who you sound like? You sound like white girls when they're
Like like we can't say that word. I'm like, but there's nobody listening. Like, like yeah, you know they've had that conversation. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to the Kardashian, like when it comes to Megan Fox and Kourtney Kardashian, let me tell you exactly what's going on. These two, this is all a publicity stunt. Like they're not really friends. Maybe they will become friends afterwards. I don't know. It feels like the whole. Remember Paris Hilton and her friend Nicole Richie and all that. It feels like that all over again. This is just they know that they can make money off of this because Megan Fox went through a time in her life where she was trying to like class it up. She was trying to emulate Angelina Jolie for years, and then when Angelina Jolie went classy, she stopped acting crazy and started acting classy. Then now she's a director. She's getting all this acclaim now. And I feel like Megan Fox was trying to emulate that. Well, if you can go classy, I can go classy when she was with her ex. But then she realized that wasn't working for her. So she's like, you know what? I want to act like I want to act wild again. I want to act like I'm like 19 again. So she dumped her ex-boyfriend. She got with Machine Gun Kelly. She's hooking up with the Kardashians. And now she's on this new path now. And I feel like this is her path. She's like, I can't be classy. That's not working for me. So let me just go back to 2003 when I just like didn't give a damn, and that's what I feel like that's what this whole thing is about. She's like a woman that's in her mid-30s trying to act like she's still a teenager. That's all this is to me. I
just feel like whatever other celebrity does for it, just kind of want attention. It's like, oh look, I'm doing something new, and yeah, so it's just like new way to find attention for them.
Exactly.
But you know what? At the end of the day, though, it's working because we're over here using it in our podcast and talking about it,
right?
and we're advertising for them. So
yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, they're making money off of this.
And everybody in the comment section, like we have the box open, so if you guys want to say something, like let us know. Put it in the comments and talk about it.
Let's hear your opinions.
Share your opinions on it. But yeah, I just feel like this is all one big publicity. I mean, I'm sure their friendship is legit. I'm sure they're now friends. But I feel like this friendship was engineered for our benefit, for us to talk about it. Look, we're talking about it here on T3 Medias, and it doesn't get any bigger than T3 Medias. Once we're talking about it here on this show, the
world's talking about it.
Yeah, that means the world is talking about it. So Megan Fox, and
I think the real moral of the story here is become a musician.
Whether a rapper or a drummer.
That's my takeaway. Yeah, either become a world-renowned.
If you're a rapper,
he's not a rapper anymore.
Yeah, if you're Machine Gun Kelly, you can get with one of the hottest girls in Hollywood. If you're a drummer, you can get with one of the hottest and richest girls in the world. It's freaking life's not fair. Yeah. So
let's make an album, guys. Let's start a band. You guys want to start a band?
Yeah.
Let's start a band.
See where it gets us.
What would we call it? What would we call it? Look at this shit. Like, look at this. Like,
we'll call it "Look at This Shit" because that's what we'll sound like.
or change it every week, like they did in Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Like we were like Mouse Rat, then we were like Just a Tip, and then we were like they changed the name of the band so many times. It was Chris Pratt and his band in the show.
Exactly.
And then every week they were changing the name of the band to something else.
This is just I don't know what's going on with them, but I feel like I don't know whatever their accomplishments, their money that they've made is not enough for them. They feel like, well, you know what? Let's mix it up. I feel like this is just I feel like we're all being trolled. right now. I don't know why. In a good way though. I mean, hell, we got some topless photos. We got some fun stuff.
Topless in quotation marks.
In quotation marks, because they covered themselves up. And speaking of which, let me real quick. I know we're already 10 minutes into the story. We're supposed to already be going on to the next one, but real quick. So if you don't know, so like on Wednesday, Kim Kardashian shapewear brand Skims released photos of Megan and Kourtney's posing in the brand's underwear in a new photo shoot. In a photo Fox shared to Instagram, the two could be seen posing topless in the brand's high-waisted bikinis underwear. And that was from In Style. So guys, go check out In Style. You got two of the hottest women in Hollywood. You know, they would be kissing if it wasn't for that damn apple. You know, I mean, like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. I know we're in a political crisis in the White House and stuff like that. I know climate change is a thing, but Megan Fox and Kourtney Kardashian are taking over the news right now. So let's all look at that.
Not all the major things going on in the world. You know.
Nothing else is going on. The bees aren't almost extinct. Better yet,
everybody has just logged off the show to go Google this. It's backfired.
Better yet, let's talk about.
Stay with us.
Let's talk about something that actually.
This one for last, maybe.
Let's talk about something that actually matters. Like Daniel, like you just went to the expo. Like what happened there? Like how many interviews did you secure for the channel?
Well, I've actually set up at least one more. For once we.
You got a lot of photos.
I took tons of. I do that almost every con I go to. I take tons of photos. Then my phone's still low on space. I need to still post everything that I have and delete the rest that I've already.
For those of you that don't know, Daniel went to the Dallas Fan Expo. Like a comic book convention kind of a thing, and he has a lot to go. So go to his Instagram and check it out. He has a lot of photos on that where. He met a lot of friends out there. So what was the after party like, dude?
Well, I Comic-Cons they don't really have those. That's more for anime conventions. Really, you just kind of go out to eat with some friends afterwards or something like that. It's really just all the stuff is done during the day, and the first day it was 2 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I had fun. I had a lot of fun at it. I posted almost all my photos already on my Dyer Situation 10 account. So if you want to go look at all the cosplayers I met, you can look at them on there. And but yeah, I met a lot of new people, as always. And then I ran into people I haven't seen in 3 years at other cons or since 2019, and it was a lot of fun. And cool. Yeah, just interviewed probably 6 cosplayers or so.
So we got you. So we got you now. We got you here on the casting couch on here. So before you go, if you want to be a star, I just gotta let you know you gotta loosen up a little bit more. No, I'm not gonna lie.
But I mean, sorry, I'm just
Jameson told me to do that joke.
I could.
This was Jameson's idea to talk about the casting couch.
Right. I mean, I could nerd out, hardcore about this, but I mean, it was a lot of fun. Just it was my second time going to this one, and I recommend it. Can't wait for next year already.
I'm gonna the next one you want to. If you give me because I'm a dad, I got a lot of shit going on. So
right.
If you give me heads up, dude, I would go with you.
Okay.
I would be your cameraman. And
right.
I would help you out.
There's definitely the big Texas Comic-Con coming up in October.
Phrasing.
So there's something coming up in October?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Big Texas Comic-Con.
What do I have to do do I have to is it tickets I have to purchase or anything?
Yeah, I mean, that's what usually to buy tickets.
Yeah. Okay, so after the show, give me the details on it. And if you're going to go, I'll try to go with you.
Cool. On that. Yeah, it's a 3-day one also, so I'm going to try to do all 3 days. If not, at least go Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I did talk to one cosplayer at her booth at Fan Expo. Her name is, on Instagram, it's Sparrow Hawk Cosplay. And she said she'd be down. She'd be cool to do an interview for her, cosplay journey. Because I first met her at Fandemic Tour in 2018.
No.
And then I saw her again this past weekend, and I talked to her later on, like after the Comic-Con. She said, yeah, she'd be cool to like do an interview next time we are at the same con together. So I got one lined up for a future interview.
Okay.
And but yeah, I always get that post-con depression the week after. So I'm like, I wish I was still at the Comic-Con, and because it was a real blast. And of course I gotta go for free, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah.
Why is it showing the wrong thing on here? I'm trying to show something else, but it's showing all it's showing all my other stuff on there. I was trying to show the fan expo on there, but yeah, we're gonna definitely.
That Jameson Lynch guy you were talking to.
Yeah.
On your messenger.
But yeah, I'll go with you on the next one. I definitely want to. Yeah, I've never been to a comic convention before,
Dude,
but we got to do that. But just real quick, let's move on to the next topic. So. Guys, I wanted to talk about like what the hell is going on with my. Let me get that out the way. I'll keep making Fox and them up for while we talk about this. So I wanted to talk about like I do a segment sometimes on the channel called "Talk Me Into It." So like if there's something like a movie or a TV show that you were like really passionate about or that you're excited about seeing and you want to talk us into the scene, like look in the camera and tell the audience. What you love about it. So Jameson, real quick.
Hold on. I'm sorry, but we got Daniel on the casting couch, and you're bringing in a segment called "Talk Me Into It."
Yeah, exactly. So Daniel, tell us. I want you to take a drink. Take a couple of sips of this drink. Don't worry. It's called the Cosby cocktail. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Take some jello shots.
What's in it?
Like what's in it? Oh, that's just my JELLO. Don't worry about it. But like, dude, like, so for this part of the show, like, tell us, Jameson, like real quick, like you had a show that you wanted to talk about real quick. On it, a lot of us that view this channel that they've seen, but there's some things that you wanted to talk about on it. So real quick, what was it? I can already tell what it's about. So what was it that you wanted to share with us?
Is this the Mandalorian we're jumping into?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the Mandalorian.
Amazing show.
First of all, this isn't Baby Yoda. This is the child, apparently.
Or Grogu.
Grogu. His name is Grogu.
Oh, hey!
Grogu.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, it's been like what almost a whole year now.
Yeah. So I'm late to the party. I just got Disney Plus like a month ago, and so I'm catching up on it. We just made it into season 2, so I'm on like I think the second or third episode in season 2. But it's a really cool show. I do have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. So first of all, I love it. Like starting with the theme song, it's like mixing. I was trying to pinpoint everything together. I'm like, it's like you took kind of like a Stranger Things vibe with a Clint Eastwood vibe.
Oh yeah.
There are a couple.
It's
like,
it has a very big
kinda
Western feel to it.
Yeah, and the whole show is kind of like that. Like I'm a big Clint Eastwood Western fan, and
right.
And he's kind of like a Clint Eastwood-esque figure. And I mean, even in like some of the music and sound effects they do, I'm like, I think I heard that in an old Western before, you know. So it's got that vibe mixed with the whole sci-fi vibe. Really well. I mean, the cinematography's awesome. The special effects are awesome. The
Oh yeah,
graphics are
it's
awesome.
like they're using that new technology where like it's not CGI, like all the land, it's not CGI, but like it's like these screens they have that basically put like a background behind you, and like they're basically like standing in a room, and I forgot what it was called.
Did you watch the video I sent you guys? So they're doing. Can you play part of that video I sent you?
Nope.
Or
No, he cannot.
No,
it's forbidden.
No. Do better, Jameson.
So, yeah, basically, it's one of the first movies that instead of using green screen, they have this huge. It's a curved LCD screen, and even the roof is LCD, and it's revolutionary in a few different ways. So one, when a lot of these movies that use green screens or they use animation, as an actor, you know, they're trying to be in a place mentally. They're trying to act in an environment, but they're a lot of times acting, with nothing. Like they're pretending like something's there. With the LCD screens, they can actually see the background. They can it helps them kind of be in the environment, and then they can do camera shots with the cinematography that they can't do, or it's hard to do with the green screen, like a parallax. Where they're moving the camera angle and the background's moving a certain way with them. So it's a lot smoother with that. And then another thing that makes it really cool is the lighting. So right now I'm on a green screen, right? And if I move the light, or I do something to mess up the lighting in the background, it may not be as clean. So you have to get like the perfect lighting on the background, but then also you can get a spill onto like a green edge on the character. Like if you look in certain films, like he's wearing shiny armor right there, right. And you might be able to see like green reflections on that. But since they're using LCD screens, like if his background is brown, like the natural lighting that you would see on the characters would be brown in a real world environment, and the LCD screen is able to do that because you're getting the light from the monitors onto the characters as well. So it's a really cool. It's one of those things where it's a very costly investment up front, but once they have it, it saves them the time and the money from having to build sets, because they're literally going in Unreal. So I don't know if many of you are gamers out there or follow this, but Unreal Engine came out with an update not too long ago that has revolutionized the way that you're able to build worlds and do graphics. And so there's a lot of talk about the future of film moving even more digitally to, because you can it's more efficient with the data. It looks better, it looks more real. So they're able to use this software in the background, but going forward, they may be able to do like deep fakes, actually do like more CGI characters, right? And put them into there. But it's really cool how they're able to use that background with the live action characters and just little details that if someone's really looking, like as far as the lighting on the characters, it's more natural, more believable, gives you a better, more immersive experience.
Yeah, it's like with CGI, you don't really know what's there, and with this, you can actually like see what you're like maybe interacting with, some kind of
exactly
big creature that's going to be just basically on the screen behind you, and you're kind of interacting with it instead of using all the CGI where you're like looking at like a pole with a dot on it, like in Jurassic World. That's what they did with the Indominus Rex. Basically, they were just looking up at like a pole with like a
like a tennis ball on it. Right.
But then for Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, when they went back to the animatronics like they did with the first Jurassic Park movie, so that was pretty cool. They did that. But yeah, I like what they're doing with Mandalorian, because I watched the whole like behind the scenes with that, and they showed all the screens they were talking about and how they just put like the tattoo, like say it was like Tatooine, they would just have all around them, and they're just filming like that. Or whatever planet they go to, they switch it to that background, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that's cool about it too, they're saying, is they can change if they need to move a mountain out of one area in the background, they can literally move it somewhere else. They can reshape the background. They can change the lighting. Like, oh, we wanted to do this at daytime, but we actually want to do this at light, because trying to just like let's say a director has a change and they're like, I want the lighting to be different, right? Like that could take hours. To change, maybe even longer if they don't have all the equipment. But, with this interactive environment, they can change the lighting with the press of a button right there. So it's very, very quick. So technology is very cool. I do have kind of a love-hate relationship with some of the story elements, though. I don't know if you guys wanted to get into that.
I mean, we can. Like what so far?
Well, okay. So here are some things. I love most of the writing. I like it's set up, the storyline's set up in a pretty, each episode is kind of self-contained, which is cool. So you can pop into different episodes and you have a complete story within the episode. But, I know there's real life and there's science fiction, and really good movies can like kind of toe the line and like, making things that are fantastic be more believable, or have like some sort of explanation behind the magic in it, right? But there are some things in the show that I'm just like, that's inconsistent or unbelievable. So like, first of all, his ship, like he's always flying around space in a busted up ship. Like the first episode, it was first or second episode, it was completely tore down. Like completely scrapped of all the materials, and then you're gonna tell me him and one other person put the ship back together, like not even in a shot.
Yeah, that wasn't very believable.
I'm like, okay, this thing.
But to be fair, it was in a galaxy far, far away. So
far away. Yeah,
they did to do what they want.
So I had to do an engine swap on my car recently, and it's like if you miss one bolt, if you connect one thing wrong, like you're done, right? But these guys aren't just driving a car; even they're flying in space in a in a pressurized capsule, like they need oxygen, sort of thing. So like that was the first episode, and then you see throughout the show it keeps getting beat up. The last one I watched was the one where they're on the planet with the giant spiders. And the thing was tore up. And in fact, the biggest problem I had with it is the spider stabbed a hole through the windshield in the cockpit. And he's like, after the dudes killed the spiders and left, just kind of left them there, like, all right, good luck. They're like, okay, well, we can patch up the ship, and as long as we're in the cockpit, we're good, But the windshield had a hole in it. I'm like, you can't, like that. It's not doable. Like they're in space. You can't. Like, how are they flying? Like
they were basically flying around in a cardboard box, and it was still making it through hyperspace. What the fuck?
That's one of the things I had written down. Like he would, like after he fell in the water, like the dude rebuilt his ship, and it's like you look at it, and he put
some scotch tape on it.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't like okay. There's like I said, there's some things you can kind of be like, okay, it's magic, or oh, it's science fiction, but this is a spaceship. Like we know about spaceships and how they should or shouldn't work, sort of thing. So, that I'll watch and it's like every episode has something in it where I'm like, this is awesome, this is so cool, and then they'll do something like that where it's like, why? Like you have all this talent, like why is that? Is there not a better?
I think they just want to make sure people are paying attention.
Yeah.
or like
I noticed that little thing that they did right there.
Exactly.
But like the other one too, I had a problem with was when he went to the episode and they where he went on the mission and they're supposed to break that guy out of jail, right? And then you think he like one by one he fights each of the guys who because they lock him in the thing, he escapes, and one by one he fights all the dudes, and there's that super strong guy with the horns. Like the guy was.
You mean that episode where Bill Burr was in?
Yeah, the first.
Yeah, the one with Bill Burr. Great episode. I loved it.
Dude, Bill Burr's character is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah, but there was the dude with the horns who was just massive and strong, right?
Yeah.
Throwing the man like the door shut on the guy, and he picks it up. Like you think he's done. You see the door slam on. You think he's done. He gets up, right? And then the other door slam again. And then it cuts, right? And then it goes to the next guy, and then you see like Bill Burr realizes he's behind him. He's like, oh shit! And then it cuts to black, and then same thing with the different characters. And you're like, okay, he killed him. All right, cool. He's the Mandalorian. He's good enough. But then at the end, it shows that he somehow was able to put them all in the same jail cell.
Yeah.
And left them like that. I'm sorry. If you had left it at like he killed him, I would have believed it. But you're telling me that dude that was throwing him around, he somehow not only dragged him into a cell, locked him in it, but then was able to open the door and put 2 more people in it without getting ambushed by these guys. That's where I was kind of like,
yeah. What's the problem? What are we talking about? Yes.
He's the Mandalorian. It's his
exactly.
It's his show.
That's the answer to every question. Cause he's the Mandalorian,
and it's his title.
The Mandalorian was getting his ass kicked.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, you know what? Based on what you're saying, I won't spoil it. So yeah, like buckle up because when you get to the end of that season that you're on, you're gonna see a lot of more. You're gonna see. Wait, are you still on season 1?
No, he's in.
No, I'm on the
Spiders.
Episode, I think it's the last one.
The Spiders was like episode 2
You're gonna,
season
yeah,
2.
okay. If you're on season 2,
So
you're gonna,
he's got like 6 more episodes.
Buckle up. You're gonna see some more shit that you're gonna be like, wow. So you're in for a good ride.
But despite those blatant shortcomings, I still love it. I mean, everything else about it's great.
Oh, it's like, I mean, I just wish they would give like the reins to Star Wars to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, because Dave Filoni has done the Clone Wars and he did Rebels too, and now he's on here with Jon Favreau doing the Mandalorian. So I feel like they should give them the reins to the Star Wars universe.
A lot of people, especially in those Geeks and Gamers channels, they say that a lot. Like everything that Kathleen Kennedy is doing is wrong. Let me. What you said, Daniel, what you just said is accurate. That is true. So yes. Dave Filoni and them, they get credit for. But to the detractors, if it wasn't for Kathleen Kennedy greenlighting that, yes, Dave Filoni and them, they came up with these ideas, but Kathleen Kennedy had to greenlight it for us to get it.
Right.
Because if Kathleen Kennedy said no, which everybody else said no, but she was the one who said yes to it, we would not have the Mandalorian. So those people on Geeks and Gamers that are like shitting on everything that Kathleen Kennedy is doing at Disney is bad, and they should just give it to Dave Filoni and all these other guys. Kathleen Kennedy had to sign off on all this stuff for us to even get the Mandalorian. So all of you guys that are watching the Geeks and Gamers channel just hating on Kathleen Kennedy for the sake of hating on Kathleen Kennedy, you're misinformed. She can't be this all powerful person over Disney and then say that despite her, that Dave Filoni and them is doing these amazing things. Kathleen Kennedy has to sign off on these things that you guys love. You can't shit on Star Wars and say that's Kathleen Kennedy's fault for the prequel, the sequels and stuff.
It's just
and then say that Mandalorian just came out of nowhere. Kathleen Kennedy signed off on that.
Right.
But that's just a pet peeve.
It's just like, I mean, I'm not saying it's like her fault. It's just like I feel like they needed people who like know what they're doing. Like Jon Favreau's directed the first 2 Iron Man movies, and he started off the MCU. Like if there was an Iron Man, like would we have all these Avengers Endgame and all these other movies?
Right.
Because basically Jon Favreau like directed the Iron Man, then like it took off from there.
Yeah,
but
Iron Man in the MCU is Kevin Feige's baby. It's his master plan.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like
Kathleen Kennedy was handpicked by George Lucas for a reason.
Right.
He would not have picked her if she didn't know what the hell she was doing. She's a great producer, and a lot of the things like you can't say that all the things that suck about Star Wars, and that's her fault too. But the things that are great about Star Wars, we got to give her credit for too, because she was also there when that stuff was signed off on too. I'm just saying, those people who say they shit on Kathleen Kennedy for the things that they don't like, but they don't give her credit for the things that they do like. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I never really talked anything about her, so like I'm just saying, like, so I did like The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like after that, the last 2 were a letdown. They weren't better than The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And I feel like the next movie should always be an improvement.
Oh, yeah.
And then like The Mandalorian came out, and I was like, this is how Star Wars should be.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even though that was not who's the director? Favreau and
Filoni. Well, I mean,
Filoni.
they're kind of like the top 2, but they have
that's their thing. But Kathleen Kennedy, when it was pitched to her to approve it, she had to say yes.
Oh yeah, I'm saying is like they needed somebody better to direct this project. Because I feel like
better directed over who?
I mean, I just feel like the
Filoni?
No. I'm saying like the direction of the last 2 Star Wars movies, like
the
movies.
I
just
thought
wasn't.
you were talking about the TV shows.
No, the Mandalorian. I love all of it. I'm saying just like I feel like there was like conflicting stories between the 3 movies.
I think time was gonna tell on that because I saw a TikTok video where somebody really broke it down, where they were shitting on Luke Skywalker for going into hiding and taking himself, hiding himself on that planet and whatnot. But that was the exact same thing. Everybody loves Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
But that was the exact same thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi did too. When the shit hit the fan, he didn't kill Anakin. He left him to die, but he still lived and he became Darth Vader. And Obi-Wan Kenobi went into hiding and went to Tatooine and went into hiding. That's the exact same thing that Luke did when he failed to take his nephew out because he didn't want to do it, and he went into hiding, and then his nephew became what he became.
Yeah.
We shit. They shit on what Luke Skywalker did, what they said that Luke Skywalker did and his character, but that was the exact same thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi did.
I mean, yeah, and Obi-Wan's my favorite. So
So you can't shit on on Luke Skywalker for doing it, but then say that Obi-Wan Kenobi was a badass for doing the exact same thing. He failed. He didn't kill Anakin. He became Darth Vader, and he went into hiding.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker didn't kill his nephew. He failed, and he became Kylo Ren. Luke Skywalker went into hiding. Same thing. So why shit on Luke but not shit on Obi? That's my point.
Well, and didn't Luke Skywalker even said, I think at the end, that he was disappointed in himself because he said that he went into hiding because he was afraid the dark side would turn him, and he was
because he realized he made a mistake.
And at the end,
pretty much what Obi-Wan did. He probably regretted going into hiding, and then he decided to come out of hiding.
Well, I mean, Luke was like he made a mistake because that's what he told Rey was like, because I saw the darkness in him. But I should just gave him the chance. So he thought he'd automatically just turn to the dark side and
it was just a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, and
Luke thought about doing it, but he didn't.
That's why. But the only reason it escalated because Ben woke up and saw that he had the lightsaber ready to light, and that's why things escalated because he woke up when Luke was.
And by the way, Ben is old in the movie. Ben is older than Luke was when Luke decided got his Jedi training and stuff.
Right.
Ben at that age was like 23, 24. He was older than Luke was when Luke started his training and stuff. Yeah. So let's not like all this shit, like these people that's giving shit to Luke Skywalker for going into hiding and Kathleen Kennedy making his decision and all that stuff. Like look, put it in perspective. Like it's consistent with the original movies. Like I'll go into detail into it later, but like all you geeks and gamer guys that are shitting on it for the sake of shitting on it, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I mean, the only thing that I criticize the most about the new trilogy was like you just killed off all of our nostalgia. Like you killed Han Solo in the first movie.
Harrison Ford wanted to.
I know, but it sucked. Like that was our childhood.
Yeah.
And then then Luke dies in the next one. You're you're killing off our childhood.
Was talking about Harrison Ford on another movie, but he
heard after the movie.
He loved his Blade Runner character more than his Han Solo character, I guess.
Right.
So he wanted to. Harrison Ford, from what I know, wanted his character to die on not Return of the Jedi, but what was the Empire Strikes Back. He was
That's
like
right.
that character should die. He thought that character should die back then.
Yeah.
But
still, just like I just hated the way it all happened. Just like you're just like bringing it back 30 years later, but then you're killing off like everything that we love. You kill off the original trilogy basically.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the original. That was the agreement. Harrison Ford was like, I'll come back, but this time I want to die or something.
But still, I just hated it though.
Because you love
Yeah. I mean, just like it was everything that like.
It does not matter what you think. You're on the couch. You do what we tell you. You're on the casting couch.
But I have my opinions.
Take your money.
What do you say?
What do you say, James?
I said, take your money and go.
Yeah.
But leave the money on the table.
Look. Yeah, we can go on forever about that, but real quick, because we're way over time now. What was the next topic that was? Let me change this over.
Do we want to save? We were talking about intellectual property. You want to save that story for next time?
We'll save that one. But when Daniel,
yes,
you when you were coming over here, I was like, what movie? So on this channel, we want to talk about movies that you guys, maybe there's some things that you guys have not seen that you might want to that we can talk you into watching. There's a movie that Daniel was talking about before he showed up, and it was really interesting. So, dude, like there's a movie called the Guardian that you were talking about, and I was like, dude, that's actually a good topic to bring up. So the floor is yours, dude. What do you want to say? There's a movie called the Guardian starring Ashton Kutcher and
Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
it's like, so basically Kevin Costner is like the old dog. Like, he's been doing the Coast Guard thing for like a long time, and then
this movie came out in 2006,
I believe. Yeah. So basically, he's had all these like records. Like, he's saved a lot of people. He's done like all these records in training, and he has like all the records. And Ashton Kutcher comes in, thinks he's like a hot shot because he was a swimmer and all that. And he comes in there trying to beat all the records, and then Kevin Costner's like, "That's not what this is about," and like, this is just about people and saving them. But then one day, Kevin Costner's like, "Forget it, let's have a beat the records day." And then like Ashton Kutcher's, he's like, after a while, he's like, "Okay, I get what you're saying. Like, I'm tired of doing this, trying to beat all your records now." And then it was a very like impactful movie, and gives you kind of like insight about what they actually go through in the Coast Guard. Like, it's really dangerous because they're going out there in storms when people are like, their boat's about to sink or whatever, or people who are like been stranded just out in the middle of the water, and it's a really dangerous job. And it kind of just gives you insight about what they go through and how they train for this. And
so what was it about this movie that, like, why he said it's become your favorite movie? Like
well, it's one of my favorites. It's like kind of like the message about it, and then I don't know if I should spoil it or not. Probably don't want to spoil the ending. But I don't know. It's like, I feel like the story of it was good, and just like there's one point where Ashton Kutcher asked Kevin Costner, like, "What's your number?" He wants to know how many people he's saved, and he tells him like 7. He goes, "Well, that's not bad. I expected like 200 or something like that." He goes, 7 is the number of people that I've lost. It's the only number that I would keep track of because that's the ones I failed or such." That's what he tells him. And it's about just them putting their lives on the line for other people. Like, they're real life heroes. They're out there trying to save people who like have been left behind from everybody else, and they're like their last chance to live again and start over. Whether it's like their boat's about to sink, or they just got stranded, like out in the water somehow, and they're always like their last hope to like come and save them. And like, I want to tell more, but I don't know if I spoiled the ending of it. But it's a really good movie, and I would say go check it out, see what you think. Like, first time I saw it years ago, I was like, this movie's amazing. Outside of the MCU, it's definitely one of my favorite movies, and so I really love the movie, and I like the message it has for everything.
So, Jameson, have you ever seen this movie?
Yeah, I've seen The Guardian. I think I watched it. Did I watch it before I joined the Navy? Because I was looking into. I wanted to be a pilot, and I was watching it and looking to see.
How are you going to be a pilot how are you going to be a pilot in the Navy? Pilots? Shouldn't you have joined the Air Force?
No. You ever seen Top Gun?
Yeah, he was in the Air Force.
No, those are Navy pilots.
Agree to disagree.
What do you think they do on aircraft carriers?
It's like Uber. It's like Uber for the military.
for the Marines. No, so I was checking out the like different helicopters and stuff, because the Coast Guard, they have some of the best helicopters. But I was seeing the conditions that they fly in, and I mean, they have some pretty intense scenes in The Guardian as far as like people on shipwrecks, like
some of the rescue scenes.
Showing how brutal the sea can be, how much effort it takes to save someone when you're out there, and like you got 20 foot, 30 foot. I mean, those are probably smaller waves for if you're in the middle of the ocean. But he's dropping down into the water, swimming and this stuff, and you mentioned the day where he's breaking all the records and stuff, and he's swimming in a pool. And I remember him saying something like, "All right, now go try that in the ocean," with the waves going. Yeah. So when I was in the Navy, I went through training, like water survival training, specifically like training how if you're in a helicopter or a plane and it crashes crashes in the water, like how you're supposed to survive. So we had to do like swimming. The last thing we had to do is we had to swim for like in a circle for an hour in our flight gear, and I mean it's tough. I mean, what I came to realize is like if you fall off a ship or off a plane and you have your boots on and you don't have a life vest, you're pretty much screwed, you know. But I mean but we did all these tests in a pool in a very controlled environment, and it's like, man, it's hard enough doing it in that kind of environment, but imagine falling into the ocean where the water's cold. You got all your clothes on. You weren't expecting it. You know, you may land in a weird angle. Like you've got seconds, you know, before you're gone, and you know you got all the waves and stuff. And so it's like they're doing all these rescue swims, and there are people out there like today, you know, doing this stuff. And it's mostly the Coast Guard that saves people when it comes to the rescues. So very, very intense job, very physical job, and a lot of respect for those guys. A lot of respect.
Yeah, it's like one of the training scenes there in the pool. Basically, they have like the newcomer like get in the pool, and then they have one of the veterans come in like act like they're drowning behind them and like freaking out, and seeing how they respond to like if like a person you're trying to rescue is freaking out, they're like grabbing your mask, pulling your mask down, how you gonna respond. Basically, want to see how you respond under that pressure when you're a newcomer, and basically get in the pool, act like the person who's grabbing the rescue swimmer is like they're drowning, and see how they would want to react in that situation. See if they'll pass or fail.
Didn't he like punch one of the guys in the face?
Yeah, he like the second time he did it, he like just threw an elbow in the guy's face. Like, I'm a rescue swimmer, I'm here to rescue you, and he just pulls him onto the side of the pool, and he's like, good job, you did good.
He like breaks his nose, and the dude's all mad, and he's like, yeah, well, you're alive, aren't you?
Yeah. And then he like congratulates him later outside the pool and hugs him.
I know I've seen this movie, but it's been so long. I might have watched it like early when it first came out, but I don't remember anything about it.
It's almost 20 yeyears now.
Yeah.
So
wow, it's that old.
Yeah, I had to be like 2006, I believe.
Yeah, 2006. It's like 15 years old. So yeah, it's one of those movies. That was your movie. So
I mean, I have plenty more, but you know.
And we talked about Mandalorian. So what? Oh shit! So it's my turn now, right?
Yes.
Oh,
your turn.
So now, what am I going to talk you guys into before we close it off? There's a TV show. I'm going to go the TV route. There's a TV show that I love called. It was short-lived. It had only like 3 seasons. It was called Happy Ending, starring Damon Wayans Jr. and the rest. I don't know the rest of this cast. If you had a gun in my head, I wouldn't be able to tell you who the hell these people are. But this show was if you have HBO Max, and I think it's on Netflix as well, you can watch it. It's hilarious. The one thing I do know about it is that Damon Wayans Jr. That he originally the TV show New Girl that was on Fox. He did the pilot on New Girl, and he did the pilot on Happy Endings at this like around the same time, and he decided against New Girl, and he went for Happy Endings. So that's why the first episode of New Girls, you see Damon Wayans Jr. And then they immediately replaced him.
Yeah, I've always wondered why.
After that, but they didn't recast him.
Yeah,
they replaced him with a different character.
Yeah,
a different black guy, but a different character. So those 3 years, the first 3 years of New Girl, you didn't see Damon Wayans Jr.'s character come back. They explained in the first second season, second episode, they explained why his character left. And the real world reason was because he went to do this show called Happy Endings. And Happy Endings is like this was in 2010-11 when the show came out, like a modern version of Friends. Like imagine Friends, but crazy. Like the plots that they do on this show. So the first episode was like your Ross and Rachel character. They're about to get married, and then the Rachel character. Right when there's like, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? She like backs out and runs away and abandons him there, and that's how the season starts. But they stay. They breaks his heart and leaves him and at the altar, but they kind of stay friends in a way. Like, imagine Rachel leaving Ross at the altar, but they still kind of are still forced to be friends with each other.
Friends. She leaves the Barry guy at the altar, and then
exactly. And then you have your Joey and Monica character. You have your Rachel character. You have your Phoebe character, and it's all that. It all fits in like this friends universe. But the storylines that they go through are freaking crazy. I'm like this show was short lived. It only had 3 seasons, and after the show ended, then Damon Wayans Jr. when he wasn't available anymore for Happy. It wasn't tied down to Happy Endings anymore. He came back.
Yeah, because I'm only like in season 2 of New Girl.
It was no. It would have been after that.
I mean, I've heard he comes back. I just haven't got to that point yet.
Happy Endings had 3 seasons, right. So it would have been like in season 4.
Yeah.
That he came back to New Girl, and he was the same character. That was the brilliant thing. They didn't recast his character. They just replaced him with a different character, and then he was able to come back little by little, and so it was a situation where he had to choose like which show do you think is going to be successful, Happy Endings or New Girl. He chose Happy Endings, which to me was the better choice, but New Girl had more success.
Yeah,
it lasted longer.
It's like something similar, like with who played Chandler, Matthew Perry.
Yeah,
like he almost chose another show over Friends. Could you imagine like if?
I can't imagine that show with any other. I've seen all the other people that were in consideration to play, like the Monica character. I think I forgot who the lady was.
I mean, I've seen that too. I know what you're talking about. I've seen like the other options, but like how like Matthew Perry almost wasn't Chandler because he almost chose another show over Friends.
Yeah,
and like
it would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Or with Matthew Perry on that other show, that other show might have been a success.
I think it ended up getting canceled.
But without Matthew Perry. But who knows what would have happened with Matthew Perry?
Right.
Who knows? That Thanos snap. We don't know.
A different reality.
But if you have HBO Max, if you have Netflix, check out Happy Endings. I recommend watching New Girl and Happy Endings. You'll see when the Damon Wayans Jr. character when he left and when he came back. But the debate to me is, what is the better show? Happy Endings or New Girl? New Girl had more success, but I'll argue that Happy Endings was the better show.
Was it?
Was it
a Netflix show? Or was it on TV too?
It's on HBO Max and it's on Netflix.
But was it like on? But it was Netflix originally.
Originally, when it came out, it was like
it was on
NBC or something like that. ABC,
and then
CBS,
Netflix took it, and now
or Fox or one of those shows.
Yeah.
And then when it got canceled, then Netflix and then Warner Brothers produced it. That's why it's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if you like New Girl, you will love Happy Endings. And if you like Friends, you will love Happy Endings. And I challenge you, if you are a friend, New Girl fan, Friends fan, if you watch Happy Endings, I dare you to lie to me and say that Happy Endings probably wasn't better than New Girl. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love both shows, but I think Happy Endings was a smarter. So if you haven't seen Happy Endings, if you are a New Girl fan, watch Happy Endings, and you'll line it. You can see when he left the show and he came back and all that. When Damon Wayans Jr.
It's right away.
You'll see it. It was right away. But I feel like Happy Endings was the better written show. But that's just me. I'm suggesting that's just my.
Yeah, just like I feel. What's that?
Are you taking notes here?
Mental notes.
Well, that's my feelings on.
I heard New Girl kind of like wasn't as good later on. Then
it kind of went wrong. But where Happy Ending just got better and better and better. They had representation through the whole show. They had a black character, they had a gay character, they had the Ross and Rachel character. They had the dumb character.
Joey.
They had a Joey. It was like Friends.
Joey and Phoebe.
It was like It was like a modern version of Friends. But it was crazy. It was good. It was a good show. So that's my pick for it.
Friends, did you guys see the the Friends reunion?
Nope.
Did you guys see the Friends reunion?
I have HBO Max, and I still never watched it.
At least I think
apparently,
I think I did finish it finally.
yeah. So apparently, Ross and Rachel actually had like a real life crush on each other.
Yeah,
outside of the show.
they did.
Did they ever smash?
That's pretty well.
I don't know, but like they kind of mentioned they did mention like when they first saw each other like on set, like there was actually like a crush between both of them. It wasn't just their characters. It was
had
the actors
sex once
and
at least. I bet they did.
But like, and they talked about, it was pretty cool what they all talked about, how like they like in the first episode there was like this pillar in Monica. Oh, yeah, it was Monica's apartment, and they took it away after that because people kept running into it on the set. Like so like you see it on the first episodes, like later on, there's like a pillar missing in Monica's apartment because people kept smacking their head on it or something like that because it was just in the way. And like there was something about the thing on the door was actually a mirror that got broken around the peephole in Monica's apartment. Mm. Like that was actually a mirror, and somehow it got broken on set. But they tipped it on the door.
It's fun. If I'm not mistaken, for Monica, speaking of Monica and Friends, Janine Garofalo almost played Monica. You know the actress Janine Garofalo.
I mean, if I see her face, I'll probably.
No, but I'm gonna look her up.
Janine Garofalo.
You gonna throw a picture of her up there?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Roth.
She was
Janine
Garofalo.
I'm sure
she
if I
was
saw
in The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
How
with
do you
Uma
spell her
Thurman.
last name? Is it with a
Garofalo. Janine Garofalo.
Garofalo. If You Will Live in Seattle. That one? Her?
Yeah, she was almost Monica.
This girl right
here?
here?
Got a picture of her?
I'll pull it up.
Can you see my phone right here?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, that's her.
That was gonna be Monica.
Yeah, she was she was one of the people that would put the phone up again. Let me see if you because I don't have the. Let's see if I have the picture up. I can't make the picture. Yeah,
probably blurry.
Yeah, I can't make the picture go
bigger.
Let's see if I can pull her up on my end. Yeah, so
but anyways, that would have been different. I don't really
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just couldn't see anybody else now.
Yeah, no, exactly. Nobody can imagine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know Janine Garofalo in any other movies.
I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, because they were those characters for like a decade, you know.
Yeah,
The Truth About Cats and Dogs. That was with Uma Thurman. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Yeah, she doesn't look familiar.
She was on an episode of Seinfeld. I don't know if you remember that.
Okay.
But
I don't know. She doesn't look familiar right off the bat.
I love
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I love Janine Garofalo.
Seinfeld's like Scrubs.
Yeah.
It's like Scrubs. Where
I never watched Scrubs.
I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit of it.
You need to watch Scrubs.
Yeah.
But we did the Mandalorian. We did I was last. That was the last one,
Yes.
right? My happy endings was the last thing that we had to talk about.
I've got something.
Yeah, what you got?
Go watch Venom Let There Be Carnage next week.
Which one?
Venom Let There Be Carnage. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah.
Is that next week?
Yeah, October 1st.
Yeah, dude, we're all gonna watch Venom.
Oh
dude.
yeah, I'm saying make sure because like
we should probably all try to go watch it together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
it's like because we want Spider-Man to happen, and the movies keep making money. I mean, Spider-Man.
I didn't watch any of the spoilers that people have been trying to leak. I'm not listening.
Like, well, it happened mostly on Twitter.
Yeah,
and like I have Twitter, but I don't really go on Twitter all that much either.
I don't know. No spoilers.
Yeah, apparently, like even after Tom Hardy and Andy Serkis
he asked everybody, don't spoil it. And
don't let it leave this theater.
And they still spoil it.
And then they still spoil. I'm like, that's why we can have nice things. Can't have nice things because people will go off and do stuff like that.
Those damn
and but luckily, I haven't seen any spoilers.
I feel so bad right now.
They say like.
Let me bring up another pic. Let me bring up Megan Fox and let me bring that.
But it's say like just that credit scene apparently the credit scene is like amazing.
Okay,
So,
that's all you're gonna say. No,
yeah.
no spoilers.
No, I don't know nothing, but that's what I heard. Like even like people who've been reporting on it on YouTube, are like the credit scene's amazing. Like make sure you stay. And so it's like I really wonder what's gonna be about.
But let's all maybe we can get together and watch it. What's going October, the beginning of October?
I mean, it's basically there'll be Thursday night showings and then all day Friday and then. But they always do like.
What do you think? What do you think, Jameson? We think we can try to get together on and watch that together?
Let's do it, man. We'll have another sausage party.
Sweet. All right. It's a date.
Okay, you heard it, guys. All right. I want to have
You're paying,
intercourse with you.
What was that on Family Guy?
Intercourse with you. Relations.
Anyways, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, October 1st.
All right, guys. That's the show, guys. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate Daniel for coming on the casting couch. Daniel, real quick, while you're on the casting couch, before you do those nasty things that we're going to pay you to do, where can they find you on social media, man?
Okay, so I'm Dyer Situation 10. That's basically where I post everything. But if you want to follow just my cosplay stuff, it's Dyer Cosplay, DYER Cosplay. So I have 2 accounts. All depends what you want to follow and what you want to see. That's the problem. Because Dyer Situation is like more my personal life and everything else. Cosplay, personal, the videos I take at cons sometimes. But if you want to see like my professional cosplay photos, it's just DYER Cosplay. So yes.
And we have Jameson. If they want to find you online, when you're not watching The Mandalorian and complaining about everything that's going on at Disney, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Jameson Everett Art, and then I also have another YouTube channel, Infamous Maximus, where I'm adding more videos, trying to add them every week. So go check them out.
Awesome. And you guys know me, Chris with Talk to the Medias, Chris at W Fagan on social medias and whatnot. So if you want to look me up, you can go there and look me up and hit me up. And if you want to send us any questions, comments, concerns, always go with at T3 Medias on all of the social medias and let us know what you guys are thinking about. Send us topics that you want us to cover, any reactions and whatnot. We got a lot of things coming up in the future, so look out for that. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me tonight on a mother effing Thursday. And until next time, you know what? Until next, let's do this one more time, guys. Let's pull up this image of Megan Fox and Kourtney real quick.
Just wanting attention.
Gots to be more careful. All right, guys. Until next time, guys. Wait. We got a message from that's Dyer. Say, who is this Daniel person? Who is this Daniel person? I have no idea who's on my couch, but I
snuck in here.
I'm gonna get my money's worth tonight. Yeah.
Intercourse.
Wait, what was that? Family Guy.
I want to have
relations. All right, guys. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.